Hello, 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 hello. How are you? Julie Soroka here, of course, with the Breakthrough Real Estate Agent Group. And today we're here to answer the question, why should I obtain my broker license? So, I think a lot of us, when we venture into something new, we don't really know in the beginning how far it can really take us, right? So I'm here today to talk about, some reasons why you might want to consider getting your broker license, or if you've thought about it recently, maybe help you get over that hump to get you motivated, get you signed up for your class, or maybe you've already got your broker license and you've toyed with the idea of maybe setting up your own brokerage, but you just really didn't know where to start. Okay, that's kind of what I do, right? I'm a knowledge partner. Think of me as a knowledge partner. Um, I help independent agents transition into a brokerage business because there's lots of questions, right? There's lots of strategy to discuss. There's lots of decisions that need to be made. And getting your marketing and branding up and running as a new brokerage, because it's a little bit different than being an agent, I'll tell you. Okay. So here we go. These are some things that you need to think about if you're wanting to step out in that direction. All right. So we're going to talk about all that today. So I'm glad for you to join me. And if you've got any questions, feel free to put them into the comments, and I'll circle back around and get a hold of those. Okay. All right. So let's start here. I'm going to start with why it's kind of important to get your broker license, right? Because when you start out in a career, obviously, if you were working with a corporation, you would quite possibly want to climb that corporate ladder. Well, getting a broker license is really that kind of a leveling up of your license, let's call it, right? There's a whole new world that opens up when you have your own broker license, and you don't necessarily have to have a brokerage business if that's something you don't want to consider doing. You could consult, you know what I mean? Another brokerage. There are 101 ways to make money in real estate when you um, when you've got your options. And let me just apologize for 1 minute. I need to respond to this client. I'm still an operating broker, and I've still got clients that I deal with as well. So here we go. uh, just give me 1 second. There we go. Okay. And that's how easy it is to kind of just respond on the fly, isn't it? All right. In my career, we've had, a large sales force up to 25 agents in our business. And now we have downscaled back to just our own personal team. My son is a broker, my husband is an agent, and we've got another couple of agents that hang their license with us. But that's by choice. That's kind of the decisions you get to make when you can, you know, branch out, change things up, create multiple streams of income for yourself. You don't have to open doors anymore. All right. That's the ultimate goal, isn't it? Right. Um, I want to talk another little minute about how you might go about getting your broker license. Okay. I've had a few questions. I've had a few agents question me about that. I want you to decide whether you feel like you learn better virtually or in person, because I'm going to try and just focus that a little bit, right? Decide first and foremost whether you learn well online, because I don't recommend you consider an online course if possible, especially since hopefully restrictions are being lifted in your area. Find a class that you can plug into and that you can physically attend, because then you've got a set schedule and a set deadline, and testing is done in a timely manner, and you actually get this done. In my experience, I've found that when agents take online courses, they tend to stretch them out a little bit longer than they really need to and make it much more painful than it has to. So when you think about how you're going to go about getting your broker license, those are two things I want you to consider, either online or in person. And if you can choose in person, that would be my recommendation. Okay. And then the next thing I'm going to talk about, like I said, was why you should start your own brokerage business as a realtor. Again, like I said, as an agent, typically your business evolves around working with buyers and sellers. Is that correct? Right? That's your streams of income. Either you are a listing specialist or you typically work with buyers, or some of us have always worked with both. Hopefully you do too, okay? Because the more multiple strings of income you have, the more security you have in this business. All right? So but you're very limited as a real estate agent versus a broker with your own brokerage business. You've got lots of opportunity to create different and multiple streams of income. So I want you to really start to think broader. Even if you want to stay small, you've got options. Okay. I want you to remember you've got options when you've got a broker license. Okay. So I want you to go ahead and let me know. You can private message me if you've got any questions. But if you've been thinking about getting your broker license and you just feel like you need a little bit of nudge and some accountability and maybe a study partner, you can join me if you want in any stage of your desire to have your own business or just a stronger real estate business, even as an agent, if you want to learn to set your systems up and create an attraction based marketing business, I can help you do that as well. Okay. But I want you to kind of think about if you've always wanted to run your own business, because when you're in the driver's seat and not under someone else's umbrella, it's a little bit of a different track that you're on. Truly, it is. So I want you to know, I want you to think about, have you ever always wanted to run your own business? Okay. This isn't always, I want you to know that deciding to branch off on your own isn't always about nickels and dimes, right? It isn't always about the stock option. It isn't always about the dollar and the bottom line. It's more so about the ability to have the freedom to make the decisions that you want to take your business in the direction. Okay. I've got agents that I work with that have created large, 100 doors property management, right? You can take your business in any direction, any model. There's a dozen different business models, and marketing, that we can talk about that you can take your business, right? And when you have a broker license, you've got more options, and that's the bottom line. You're not under someone else's umbrella, and so it isn't always about the nickels and dimes, is it? It's really about the freedom. You ask any independent broker, I'll bet you they'll tell you why they became an independent broker is because they wanted the freedom to make their own shots, to call their own shots when it comes to their business, their marketing, their models, their revenue streams. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to share what they create with someone else. Okay. And that's really the bottom line. Okay. So if you've got a knack, if you've got a knack for closing real estate deals and you just, you are on a roll and you've got some momentum behind you and you feel like you've got a solid footing under your business as a real estate agent, you should seriously think about what it's going to take to get your broker license, because you're only going to grow from here. You're only going to grow from here. And this is something you really need to put on your to-do list sooner rather than later. Okay. Because, unless it's a temporary thing for you, unless this is a temporary thing for you, right? Why would you not want to consider leveling up and really seeing what you can do, right? And I'm not talking about just building big, you know. Trust me, last thing I do want to do is to babysit 25 agents. It was fun for a while, but it's just not something that's in our realm of goals anymore. You know what I mean? We've decided that we want a lot more freedom. And so we've scaled our business down, and we've had the choice to do that. And we don't depend on buyers and sellers anymore because we have multiple streams of income today that allow us to be very flexible, right? I enjoy my cabin in North Carolina. And as you get to know me, you'll understand just how much I love my cabin in North Carolina. Spring is coming, and we spend a good fair amount of summer up there. We always like to bring the kids up for July 4th, our adult children, and they're now, you know, partners and spouses now. My son Tommy, as you know, is married. So those are some things that we enjoy doing. And the reason why you want to build a business, excuse me, is so that you've got some residual income in place, right? You had to think about those things 5 and 10 years in advance. Let me tell you that. Okay. So if you're looking for financial freedom and flexibility, I'm telling you right now, it's more about stock options. It really is. It's more about the bottom line. It's more about the commission splits or the dollars. It really is. It's more about calling your own shots. It truly is. And you have the flexibility to, really, you could put your business together in a fashion that you can work from anywhere in the world. I can introduce you to an agent that I know that's in the Breakthrough group. And he's not a student of mine, but I've known him for several years now. We've been hanging around together in the same groups. He actually lives in Taiwan, and he sells land in Oklahoma. Okay, so literally you can set your business up any way you want when you level up, or when you've got a business model that is unique to you. Okay, so those are the things that we do and talk about in the Agent to Broker Breakthrough program. Okay, so if you'd like to be able to travel and spend more time with your family, think about some of these things. Think about that, the way you want your business to operate and function 5, 10 years from now. Okay. These are the things you want to implement now. If you want to stop with the physical prospecting, right? If you want to get off the open house bandwagon, or if you want to be able to stop door knocking or even cold calling, right? It's all a matter of setting up the proper marketing systems and the proper sales funnel that's going to nurture all the way down the line. And then voila, you've got more freedom. Okay. So let me know if you've got questions. My door is always open. You can absolutely go check this out if you need more information about what I offer. julieseverco.com/membership. We do one-on-one personal coaching, and we walk everything step by step personally. You do have a digital course that comes with your membership for resources, but the magic happens in the one-to-ones, right? Every week when we chat and we work on your business. Okay. So let me know if you've got any questions. Feel free to private message me. I'm going to get out of here. I'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.